What's up, Hurricane fans? Welcome back to the show. If you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, hit the like button. It all helps. If you've already done so, thank you very much. Now, let's get down to it. So, this week was a very important week for Hurricanes football because spring practice is now underway. As of right now, they might be practicing as we speak. I'm not sure. I'm recording this on Saturday morning, but I know they've already gotten 3 of their 15 practices in. They got their first practice with pads on Thursday. So a little bit to talk about here, even though there's, usually not a lot of storylines happening in the first couple of practices, but some of the things I am hearing out of camp. Number one, shout out to our head strength and conditioning guy, Coach Feely. He's continuing to just transform the bodies of some of our players. You hear left and right about this guy gained 10 pounds of muscle, this guy has 8% body fat, this guy has 4% body fat, like all this stuff. A lot of guys really improved their physique, and I know you're probably thinking, well, that doesn't score touchdowns, so who cares? Actually, I think it matters because you're not going to perform at your best unless you are in peak physical condition, and that's what should be expected from our players at a program like the University of Miami. No more low standards of, coming in 20% body fat as a linebacker. I mean, that's just not acceptable. So, shout out to him. Shout out to guys like Corey Flagg, who's really trimmed down and, looks super lean and ready to go. He looks in shape. That's not going to make you insanely fast, but if it makes you 1 or 2% faster, maybe it gives you a quicker first step, maybe it gives you better stamina to last in the games. Hey, that's huge. Bubba Bolden, 10 pounds of muscle. Jafari Harvey, I mean, just looks like a mutant, just looks superhuman, like a Marvel character. He I think is poised to have an amazing season. I've said it a ton of times on my channel and on the Canes unit. Jafari Harvey's about to break out. Watch out for him. Some other guys I'm hearing about. TVD. Right now, Jake Garcia's nursing a little bit of a foot issue, so he was very limited in the first couple of practices, but I'm hearing nothing but good stuff from TVD. I've heard, and these are actual quotes, that he's a beast in the weight room, that he's a great leader, shows a lot of great leadership qualities, throws the ball very nicely. They like his energy. They like his charisma out there on the football field. So a lot of positive things. Now, of course, none of us are there to see it, so take everything with a grain of salt. But everyone's kind of saying the same thing. So a lot of positive things coming out of camp about TVD, which is great. That being said, about the quarterback position, De'Ara King is, according to Coach Manny Diaz, smashing every benchmark that he's supposed to hit on his way to recovery. So he is on track to be ready for game 1 against Alabama, which is awesome. And if not, hey, if TVD has an amazing spring, great summer, great fall, maybe he's ready to go. This is why you stack blue chip QB after blue chip QB. You have injuries, you have attrition. You need guys to step up just in case. So another guy, Avante Williams, give a quick shout out to. He's back from his neck issue. He was not able to play last year as a freshman. He will be able to play this year. He's one of those rare dudes that he's not coming off the field once he steps on. Wearing number 15, which the last 2 guys to wear number 15 did pretty good. I don't know. So let's see if that trend continues. Heard great things about him. Bubba Bolden speaking very highly of Coach Bob Shute, that he's like a mastermind, or whatever quote he used. So, a few things to be excited about. And really just overall, it's our first spring in 2 years. We did not fully get to install the Rhett Lashley offense last year, I believe. And this year we will. That's going to help the O-line. That's going to help the quarterbacks and the receivers and their communication. So it's going to be good. Oh, quick shout out Keyshawn Smith. I'm hearing he's making some great strides. He's looking really good. He's making some great plays. Keyshawn Smith should have gotten way more playing time that last year, if not started at some point. But last year's last year, and I think he will get that opportunity this year. I think he's that guy. He's wearing number 5. Big standard to live up to. The last great receiver to wear number 5 was Andre Johnson. My opinion, the greatest UM wide receiver of all time, and a future NFL Hall of Famer. So, shout out to those guys. There's certain guys doing well. They're, again, all the the benchmarks they're hitting as far as their weight and their body fat and all that stuff, that just shows they've been putting in some serious work. So watch out for that. Also, some recruiting news. As we all know, Ja'Cory Brown, Isaiah Bond, they are taking their Miami visit this weekend. It's a self-guided tour from what I'm hearing, but I'm sure they're going to be told where to go, what to see, and I'm sure that's going to go very well. Usually when kids visit University of Miami, it usually goes very well. They usually have a great impression about us. So looking forward to what their thoughts are on their visit. And Ja'Cory Brown already said that on March 26th, he's announcing his commitment. Right now, 3 crystal balls on 247 Sports, 3 crystal ball predictions have him going to Miami. We got De'Ara King, then TBD, then Jake Garcia, and now possibly Ja'Cory Brown. This is what the big programs do. They stack blue chip QB after blue chip QB after blue chip QB. You have to. Ja'Cory Brown is that dude. I cannot wait to see him step on the field wearing the orange and green. I'm fairly confident. I'm pretty confident right now that he is going to choose the University of Miami, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Hopefully he will. I think once he does, a lot of other commits are going to follow. Isaiah Bond's another one. Kind of what's the word? He's being overlooked, I think, because he's just a 3-star recruit right now. I believe he's listed as an athlete, which he plays both ways, offense and defense, but he's got just silly, dumb, stupid speed. I mean, his speed is unreal. I think he ran a 10.5, 10.6, something like that. If I got that number wrong, please tell me in the comments. I think it's like 10.6 something in the 100-meter dash, which is world-class, elite speed. Someone told me that that's like equivalent to like 4.3-ish on the football field. But yeah, that's to have another Philip Dorsett on the outside, that kind of deep threat, that's always welcome. So that's it for me, guys. A lot of good news. More good news to come, hopefully, as we get further into the spring. 12 more practices to go. You got a couple of scrimmages. The spring game will be televised. That was also some big news this week. So a lot of things to look forward to over the next month. Anyways, hope all you enjoy the rest of your weekend. As always, it's all about the U. Go Canes.